It is now up to a team of investigators to determine what went wrong today. Pam Elliott of 2 News Investigates has been on the phone with both the FAA and the National Transportation Safety Board to find out the plan for you.
Yes, Katie, I found out today after making some calls that Jason Aguilera of the National Transportation Safety Board is on his way here from Denver, and he will head up the investigation into the tragedy at the air show.
Whenever there is a fatal plane crash, the National Transportation Safety Board is in charge. Spokesperson Eric Weiss told me today the initial investigation into what went wrong at the air show will take 3 to 5 days.
NTSB investigations are pretty in-depth, and we will be pulling every record we can of previous accidents and looking at the record of the show and any prior accidents. That will be all part of the investigation. But those records will be there in 2 weeks or 2 months from now. But our immediate priority is to gather all the information we can on scene.
So Weiss expects the manufacturer of the airframe, the engine, and the FAA to join NTSB investigator Jason Aguilera in Vandalia. FAA spokesperson Lynn Lunsford, with whom I spoke by phone as well, said because the incident happened at an air show, they expect more evidence than at other crash scenes.
Very often, I think the difference with an air show crash is the likelihood of having a videotape of it is very high, and sometimes that provides very valuable information.
Still, there are many interviews to be done, and there is wreckage to examine, and there's the lab work. Lunsford said it's up to the air show operators to determine if the show goes on. Their work continues regardless, and investigators don't stop other shows from happening.
Very rarely are there two accidents that are identical or even involve the same type of aircraft. Just because there is an accident at an air show does not mean that therefore all air shows are dangerous.
Both the FAA and NTSB say it is not uncommon for a World War II vintage biplane to be flying today in air shows and in other places. Though the initial investigation into the plane crash today will take 3 to 5 days, typically accident investigations take several months, up to a year, to complete. We'll stay on top of it for you. Pam Elliott, 2 News Investigates.